Tyler, happy Mother's Giving birthday. Think
Yes.
about it. Think about it. Think about it. It's Labor Day.
Ah, okay.
That's all right. Hey, I'm with you, buddy.
I don't have any alcohol in my system yet. I can't think.
We were just talking about it. We haven't actually had it yet. All right, that was a bad joke, folks. So that was a horrible cold open joke. Call me Saturday Night Live. What's going on with you today, buddy?
Pretty upset about the PLE last night.
We'll talk about it. Don't waste your time now. We'll talk about it.
Otherwise, this weekend has gone extremely too fast, and I've been too tired to stay up late any of those days. And I've gotten drunk 0 times this weekend.
I can't say that, but I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night. So that for me, for anybody out there in the world, that for me is wildly early. So I went to bed at 9 and I woke up at 6:30. And 6:30 is probably an hour and a half after I normally wake up, even on the weekends. So, yeah. So I'm with you, man. I'm sleeping a lot this weekend. I messed up my ankle. I rolled down the hill outside.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah, we were doing a bunch of crap this weekend, and I was taking like some wood, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw this all over, and then walking down. And it was before that even. I was just walking down normal. I think I was carrying chairs. I was carrying chairs down to put around the fire, and I stepped in a hole, and I just slowly. It was the slowest turn, and I just dropped the chairs and just laid down. And I've been in that position ever since. Today's the first day I've been able to like walk around, so I'm just glad it's not broken.
I went to take my nighttime meds last night, and I choked on them, and then projectile puked, and Cassie had to clean it.
Jesus, that's like a real choke. Like you actually choked on it.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody under the age of 30 out there watching right now, this is what getting old is like, all right? This is you fall down hills and you choke on your nighttime meds, which implies that there's daytime meds. So that means that you're taking 2 different sets of meds. This is what getting old is like, all right? So don't do it. I mean, like, do it. You're going to want to get old. But, like, do it more gracefully than we have. You know, drink less. That's it.
They weren't like fun meds like, hey, let's take some fucking Ambien and see some stuff crawl through the blankets. Like, no, this was my heart medication so I don't die. And then that almost killed me.
They're the ones that make you not die. And
yeah.
Well, what do you say? What do you say we get started, man? We got a lot to go over today.
I say we start with the news and rumors, and then we will go into a review of last night's Clash in Paris.
Cool. I got 2 things real quick before you start.
Yeah.
Before you start, 2 things. 1, let's do a shot to start this off. Well, in a second. Let's do a shot. 2, before we do that though, I want to say what shirt you got on today, because we're gonna get into it, and I don't want to lose this. So have a nice day.
Brand new. Just pulled the tag off it today, and Cassie's like, "You've had that for 6 months," and I was like, "I did. I do."
Well, I brought out this one. We'll talk a little bit more about it as we go, but there's a reason for it. Well, I'll tell you the reason.
Yeah, the botch machine.
I figured if Michael Cole and Wade Barrett can have both hands strapped firmly around his penile, I can at least wear the shirt. So, listen, last night, that's all. Like, I'll talk about it when we get to the match. But if anybody else heard anything other than from Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, you were not paying attention. It was wild. I could not believe how on their knees they were for Logan Paul. Like they were forcing us. And we'll talk about it. I got some things to say. But,
we'll get there. Yeah, all right. Well, let's do first. All right. I think for the first one, this one's from Jaden at MGM. I haven't tried this yet. I do love Fireball, though, but she ran this over to me from, like, one side of the liquor store to the other. And, like, I don't know if she wanted first dibs on who's picking a shot for me.
That's hashtag fans. You know what I mean? Or a farming, I think is what they call it.
But Fireball Blazing Apple. And my wife, like, fell in love with this. She's had, like, 2 or 3 over the last few days.
I haven't been to a liquor store in about a month. And the reason is I bought this stupid-ass bucket, right? And I'm working my way through this bucket. This is how much we got left. Full disclosure, I take a few out of these every now and again and just pop one for fun.
Oof,
mostly
that's a
mostly
lot,
at work. Just kidding, Ashley. I don't drink at work that you know of.
Yeah, me either on break at all, I swear.
I probably shouldn't make that joke considering I literally just made that joke to my boss and you make it to me times it becomes real. So I should probably chill out before they think I'm serious. All right, which one? You doing that apple? I'll do pineapple.
You got anything apple-y?
Pineapple. Does that work?
Pineapple. It's got apple in it.
I got my pickle shots over there, but we'll be all right. This will do.
I still need to frickin' try those. Didn't I have one pickle shot on here?
You had one. Yeah, you had a different one. But you got to get. I'm gonna send you a picture of the label of this. You got to pick these up. These are. I'm sure they have them where you are. Ask Jane. Jane.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, Jaden, you struck out really bad the last time you picked a shot, and I thought it tasted like licking some sweaty guy's taint that just worked an 8-hour shift. So.
Logan Paul.
I'm not Michael Cole.
It was so bad. Anyway.
I know. Don't worry. I was criticizing the whole match.
Okay. I just, it was crazy. Here we go.
All
Cheers. Right. I'll put this one out to Jaden, too, because that's good work over there. Write it down. You got to meet Tim? Jaden, you got to meet Tim?
They got to meet Tim.
Lucky dog. All right. Tim is a man. Anybody that ever gets a chance to meet Tim, just know God favors you. Because that's a cool dude.
This might have been the greatest shot I've ever taken in my whole life.
That's weird to say because it's Fireball. You have the stuff. Oh.
Wow.
I gotta cut those. I gotta get rid of these.
Fucking A. I highly suggest anybody try this. Blazing Apple Fireball. Wow.
I got 2 more episodes of these to do, as long as I don't do any more while I'm doing puzzles. I'm doing puzzles back there too. That's what that is. All right. As long as I don't do any more while I'm doing puzzles, then I think I'll be okay.
Speaking of, did you save that clip for 2K?
So didn't. I was gonna message you today because
I saved it.
Watched it.
Okay, I saved it.
I watched it and then I was like, oh shoot, I think that was meant for me. So I was trying to replay it and it wouldn't let me replay. So I was gonna have you send that one and the other ones. You were gonna do some more, so just send them all over.
I have 3 more besides that. I have 4 to send. I'll send all 4 today then.
Send them. We'll get them out today. I'm gonna get this out today too. So.
Fuck yeah. So before we get into it, let's crack a cold one.
Bush.
And we'll get into the news and rumors this week, and there is a wait, are we 5 minutes in yet? Oh yeah, there is a fucking lot. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, the FCC stopped.
I did say taint, but I never said fuck.
I mean, I even think that was after the 5 minutes. I think you're good.
Nice. Algorithms. All right. Number 1 here, which I have them numbered, and we have like 24 to get through, but some of them will mesh together. I'll let you know which ones those are. This is actually one of them. PW Insider says Vince McMahon had a huge party to celebrate his 80th birthday in New York, and names like John Cena, Sheamus, R-Truth, Undertaker, and Bruce Pritchard were all in attendance. There was no official WWE involvement in Vince McMahon's birthday party, and prominent figures like Nick Khan, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon did not attend. That per Fightful Select, which also said a WWE exec told invited talent it was their choice whether to attend or not. The report also stressed there have been no discussions regarding Vince McMahon contributing in a creative context in WWE, and there's no desire to bring him back. A Fightful source that attended told him that McMahon looked 80, more frail, walked slower, and looked his age in a manner that he has never looked in decades.
80 years old. Let him be.
Yeah, I know. They're really shitting on that dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Don't kick the man when he's down. He's 80. Let him be.
Oh, I know. The Observer says there was a period when all but a few of Vince McMahon's closest friends had nothing to do with him. However, in a lot of cases, it was their wives that were the ones keeping their husbands away, literally because of the lawsuit. They wanted to have no association.
That was the funniest shit I've ever heard.
So some of those old friends showed up for that birthday, but some of their wives are still like, he poops on people's heads. So
I can speak with absolute confidence that if I was somehow friends with somebody who was similar to Vince McMahon and my wife heard about it, and I was like, hey, I'm about to go to this guy's birthday party, she's like, the F you are. You are staying home. So.
Oh, Cassie wouldn't let me go. I'd still go, but Cassie wouldn't let me go. At one point, people in WWE were told not to have any contact with Vince McMahon, but that's clearly over with. So, opening up the show talking about Vince McMahon, which doesn't happen very often lately.
I will say, I do respect that WWE is at least saying, like, hey, do what you want to do, right? This is your choice, your decision. Because that's not always something WWE has done, and quite frankly, it's...
No, but is it a trick? Maybe you're going to be judged, or you are going to be held back or pushed forward on this or that because you did go or didn't go.
But they're not children, right? And I really don't like the whole idea of, I understand like morality clauses and all this other stuff, but I don't like the idea of a company telling me who I can and cannot be associated with. Do I think they should be associated with Vince McMahon? Hell no. But I don't think you should tell me that I cannot be associated with that person.
Right.
If they haven't been convicted of anything, if they haven't been, you know what I mean? Like, I can see that if we were both felons and you're telling me like, hey, don't go hang out with this other felon. Like, yeah, sure, that's what the law says. But like, you know, that's not the case. I mean, he's a shitty dude. You shouldn't hang out with him probably, but don't tell me I can't, you know.
So. Last one on Vince McMahon. According to PW Insider, Vince McMahon is expected back in court October 16th for his reckless driving charge from last month.
I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that he had one. So
you didn't know that he smashed into like
I heard about it, but it blipped. It didn't sit on my radar for very long. I am over Vince McMahon 110%. So I see his name, I read it, I move on.
So this next story is going to stretch a bit, and you got to remember, I don't write all these in one day. So some of these are rectified, but I have it rectified in here. So everybody just hang with me. You're going to see how the story develops.
I think based on last night's show, you should be careful saying rectified. It might get Wade Barrett and Michael Cole a little excited thinking about Logan Paul.
So excited?
Calm down. No more rectifieds.
I'll try to hold my impulsive thoughts.
All
right. PW Insider also said there has been talk about the Raja. Is it Raja or Raha? Raja Jackson incident in Knox Pro Wrestling within WWE. Considering the promotion is affiliated via the WWE ID program, there could be an effort to create some distance with them going forward. And now I know everybody's screaming at the TV going, it already happened. Let me fucking get to it. WWE officially cuts ties with Rikishi. Yeah.
This happened right before our show last week. And I meant to
bring it up.
I saw this before we recorded last week, but it was so new I didn't want to bring it up because like I'm no journalist by any stretch of I'm mostly like Dave Meltzer. I'm not a journalist. I don't check shit out. I just talk, right? And so I didn't want to like go too far into it. I wanted to bring it up last week and I didn't. But so I know people that this is week old news. But a week used to not be that long in the world. Calm down.
No, I'm telling you, that part that I just said is the week-old part. I go all the way up into today.
For sure. And you're going to say some stuff that I'm sure I haven't heard of either. I'm just saying I know that it's old stuff, but it's not. It's ongoing. We'll talk about this 3 months from now for sure. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, trust me. I got some shit on this. WWE officially cuts ties with Rikishi's Knox Pro following the Raja Jackson Psycho Stu incident and have removed all references from them online. So now, if anybody didn't know, that is Rikishi's school /
that dude's gonna go off on his podcast if he hasn't already.
Oh my God! During an interview with Masters of Wrestling, Douglas Mallow, fucking hero, indicated that Knox Pro. Yep, and I get more into that too. Knox
Okay,
Pro has
okay,
lost
go
a
ahead.
lot of students in the aftermath of Raja Jackson's violent assault on Psycho Stu, and Rikishi is apparently going to overhaul everything with the promotion. Now, I don't know what overhaul everything with the promotion means. He's just going to sell it, or
That means that we're in trouble and we need to say we're doing something, otherwise people are going to riot. So, I mean, he may or may not overhaul everything means that this will not happen again or it won't be filmed. So,
okay.
yeah.
After Danger Pro Wrestling announced that it booked Raja Jackson for a upcoming appearance, Wrestling Observer Live's Brian Alvarez, who never lies or makes stuff up, was told that apparently the building put the ixnay on it. I think the building basically said it's not welcome. So if you didn't see that, an indie promotion straight up, and I did see there was proof of this, they were promoting it, and they actually never talked to Raja Jackson either. It was a big stunt to get more people to buy tickets, which is disgusting, especially using something that, and we'll get into, actually, it's right now, we're going to get into the details of what really
Yeah.
happened.
Just go ahead. Go ahead and talk about it. You're good.
So before I speak on this next part, the Raja Jackson Psycho Stu incident was filmed. It's all over YouTube. Type it in. There's 914 videos of clickbait right now. A man lost his job. A man almost lost his life, and a man might lose his life after this shit goes to court. But and a man lost his company. Really, if you want to get down to it. But there was Raja Jackson was doing some streaming thing for Kick or whatever it was, and he was just backstage with the boys. Shouldn't be back there if you're not one of the boys. I'm gonna say that right now. Psycho Stu sees the camera, sees a very fit dude, and thinks, "Oh, he must be a worker." Stu goes up to him and goes, "Oh, you don't know who I am?" And Raja's like, "No." So he hit him in the head with the can. Now you can tell it was a work because Raja's head don't move, and you could just kind of tell like he put a little hop into it and everything else when he hit him with the can.
It was meant to
On
be
top of it being empty. Yeah. And then Stu goes, "You're not going to sell that?" He's like, "You're a worker. You're not going to sell that. I just hit you." And then a whole big thing happened. And then the promoter for this organization says, "We're going to let you get a receipt on Psycho Stu." Now, a receipt would be 1 for 1. 1 for 1. Not 23 for 1. 1 for 1. And this kid, which is Rampage Jackson's son, let his live chat just chirp in his ear, chirp in his ear, chirp in his ear. "Are you going to take that?" All this stuff. And then when it came time, and it was agreed upon too, Stu knew it was going to happen. Everybody, all the boys knew it was going to happen. He's going to run in, do a little spot, run out. Well, Raja let everything go to his head. On top of, he was concussed the day before, so I'm sure he's thinking real clear as it is.
Oh, was he concussed the day before?
He was concussed the day before from a head kick. Yeah, he got concussed the day before. Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, go ahead. I mean, yeah.
So he runs in the ring, and he picks up Psycho Stu in a kind of a almost like how his dad knocks somebody out.
Yeah, it was a
double leg.
It was a double leg scoop. Yeah.
But the amount of force he put on that, Stu's head bounced off the mat, and he was out cold right there.
Yeah. I need you to remember who his dad is. Like his dad knocked a guy out in a similar manner. The guy was doing an arm bar.
In Pride, wasn't it? Wasn't it in Pride?
And slammed him down and knocked him out with that. So I just, this was bad. This was bad on everybody's account. This was bad on Psycho Stu for not realizing that he was not a worker. You don't just go up to somebody and do that shit. Like, you gotta know. You have to know.
You need to know for sure what's going on.
This is bad on the promoter for not giving parameters on the receipt. I've seen the video. I know that the discussion was had. This was bad on the promoter for not getting those two together and saying, "This is squashed. Here's exactly how this is going to go." Right? Are you okay with it? Are you okay? This is bad on all of that. If anybody,
otherwise, get out of the locker room and leave the show.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, they brought him in to do like a stream, to use his name, and that's fine. There's tons of people that do that. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with you bringing in somebody who is not a worker, who is not somebody who is of the business, to be a part of this business, and you did not give him clear guidelines. And even if you did give him clear guidelines, he didn't follow them, and that's on him at that point, right? And I think obviously there's fault to him, and I don't know if you have more to go on, and if you do, I'll shut up.
I do.
All right, I'll shut up. We'll talk more. Go ahead.
So after that slam, he proceeds to punch an already unconscious man 23 times in the head and face. And whoever was in the ring that pussily like grabbed his arm and Raja just ripped it back, and then that guy backed up. You're a fucking coward. It took for
I don't know what he knew. I don't know what he knew. You know what I mean? So like,
I know what a real punch looks like and what a working punch looks like, and he was the closest than anybody. He should know what the fuck's going on.
So do I, but I don't know what he knew. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to come at him too much. He tried, and then he stepped back because
I guess
Raja
I don't
could have
know.
done the same thing to him. Raja could have done the same thing if that was a true situation.
Yeah,
that he
guy was little.
His ass.
That guy was little.
So I don't want to. Sure,
you're right. I apologize and I take it back. I apologize and I take it.
I wish you would have stepped up and stopped that, but maybe you couldn't have. And I'm not gonna hold you to that. Not everybody's a hero.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I'm with you. Go ahead.
And then the epic Douglas Malo, who is trained in MMA, jumps in, double arms Raja. He even ate a nice stiff freaking right hand and got busted open in 2 spots. Didn't let go. Yep. Got him the hell out of there and saved Stu's life. So we're going to get on to that with Raja Jackson is still under investigation and still walking free. Psycho Stu is badly injured with a serious head injury and was unconscious upon arrival at the ER. So he never woke up till he was at the hospital. His injuries include trauma to both upper and lower jaws, a laceration to his upper lip, and a fracture to the maxilla bone, which unfortunately resulted in a loss of several teeth. GoFundMe was started to help pay for his hospital bills and recovery and has raised over $200,000 already. So far, with many big names donating, like Chris Jericho, I saw that he donated $2,500 or $1,500.
Should have been.
And a shout out to the indie wrestler Douglas the Epic Malo for saving Stu's life. I did reach out to him over YouTube. He had posted a video that same day or a day later that I reached out to him, and I basically just reached out and said that he was a fucking hero, and I asked him if he would want to come on this show, and we wouldn't even talk about the Raja stuff. We could talk about what it's like being an indie wrestler in 2025 and, get some funny road stories. And so in my mind, I was like, get him on something, get him a little exposure, and talk about something that's not this and show who is real personal.
Yeah, listen, with us, it'd be a very little exposure, but
a little exposure, but
a little exposure. I mean,
it's not like we're looking for any.
Would love to hear from him. So, but like, yeah. So I want to narrow in on a point that this really, really, truly has to do with 2 people, right? Psycho Stu and Raja Jackson. And I think anything distracting from those 2 people is going to just mess with us a little bit. And it's going to get us down a rabbit hole. Then we're going to start to get on soapboxes and we're going to say what you should or what you shouldn't and what is right and what isn't right. And I think this was all wrong, right? From the beginning. From the beginning.
Stu should have done that.
Everybody was wrong in this situation. Now, there are degrees. There are levels to who was wrong and all that. Everybody not named, what was his name again? What was the guy that did the good thing?
Douglas Malo.
I apologize. Malo was the one who I can say in that moment did the right thing, right? And I think the highest donor on that should be Rampage Jackson personally, but I know Rampage Jackson. I've watched Rampage Jackson. I've seen Rampage Jackson. I've been an MMA fan for a very long time. My favorite fighter of all time is Chuck Liddell. I have a Chuck Liddell autograph. I am very familiar with Rampage Jackson, right? And I'm very familiar with the mentality that goes in to be the type of fighter that Rampage Jackson is. And it's not something I'm willing to do. It's not something you're willing to do. It's not something a lot of people are willing to do. But it is something that does get passed down to our offspring, right? Because when
Yeah.
you're that intense all the time, I look at Kobe Bryant, right? And RIP Kobe and Gianna, but I look at Kobe and I look at somebody who's like, he was so intense all the time. His daughter was so intense all the time. It's just that something that gets passed down when you're that level of greatness. And
Yeah.
I think Raja took that scenario and he was too intense and he was too focused on, I have a live stream going. People are watching me. They're talking about what I'm doing right now. I need to show out. This is a bigger issue than just, like what happened. This is an issue of, I think I can't look bad in front of people, right? If I look
Yeah.
bad in
Yeah.
front of people, my career is over, my life is over, my everything is over. And that's the problem. And that's the mentality issue that we have is people are too afraid to look bad in front of other people or to look anything less than perfect in front of other people. And that's why we ended up in the situation we're in today. If people were okay with being like, hey, I took a bump, I got my ass kicked. Your dad, Raja, was okay to say, I got my ass kicked, and now I need to go get better and go do it and go do something different. You need to be able to lose. If you can't lose, you can't win. Like I know people make a whole lot out of Jordan and his 6 for 6 or whatever he went for titles, but that's 6 for 6 in the finals. There were other years he didn't even make it to the finals. And that's I don't think people understand there like you have to be able to lose in life. If you can't lose, you can't win. And that's Raj's issue. And that's what I hope whatever happens in this, and I hope he gets the book thrown at him for whatever he did. I hope he gets it. I hope he needs to understand that what he did was wrong. He needs to understand that despite all the other mitigating factors, despite the fact that they told you to get a receipt, you're a grown man. You need to control yourself, right? And you need to lose. And I hope that he loses. I want him to lose. Psycho Sal lost. He lost. He lost teeth. He
Psycho
lost
Stu.
members. What did I say? I said Sal. I'm sorry, Stu. Psycho Stu. He lost. He lost in front of everybody. You beat him. You beat a man who wasn't expecting it. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know
What's
what I
that
mean?
worth? What's that worth?
Whatever. He lost though. He made a mistake and he lost. Now you need to lose. So I do hope that whatever happens with Raja, he loses. And that's not to be disrespectful; it's to teach him a lesson. So
Yeah, and I want to add one thing, and it's a me personal thing, but
run it.
this social media shit
I'm so
is
over it,
so
man.
toxic.
I'm so over it. I'm so over
It's
it. I'm
so
with you.
freaking bad, and I am so sorry that my kids are gonna have to go to school where if they are getting bullied, it don't end. So they're gonna go home, get on their whatever, and which I don't allow social media in this house. The only person with
No,
social
we
media
won't
is my
either.
wife. I don't even have it,
Yeah.
which I know I need to for the show, but that's how against it I am. I
That's different.
hate it.
I want to tell you really quick, just so you know, starting on January 1st, just it's a clear cut for me. I'm done with social media. The only social media that I'm going to allow is TikTok because of this show, and I do a lot of TikTok stuff, and Snapchat. And the only reason I'm doing Snapchat is because you and we talk on Snapchat a lot. Me and
Yep.
Shane, my best friend, we have a 3,000 day streak on Snapchat, and I don't
Holy-
see. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. And I think the only reason we have it is because he's a teacher and he wants to stun on his students. So, I mean, someday we're gonna have to end this. But
Yeah.
like like it's one of those two things I don't have to see what I don't want to see. But I'm
Right.
thinking like
Exactly.
I'm done. I'm done as of the start of the new year. Again, I did this again a couple years ago, but I'm done. I can't do it, man. I'm with you. I can't do it.
It just
It's
people are getting brainwashed with thinking that they need to have a Facebook, Instagram, Neuralink. You want that in your brain? You want that
the
in your brain?
brainwash is the problem is people think anybody out there gives a shit what they think. That's the problem.
Nobody.
Like, and
Nobody cares
I
what we
know that
think. We're doing this
I
show
was
for
gonna
us.
say I know that that's rich coming from us who literally put out a show, but like that's because we put out this show because we're passionate about what we're talking about, and we need the ability to release this passion that we talk about. And you and I don't live together. I guarantee you, if you and I lived in the same town, this show wouldn't exist.
No,
because we
God,
would
no.
just talk. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's I think the problem is the mentality that you think people give a shit what you think, and they don't. We know
Nope.
people don't care what we think. We just put it out anyway, right? So
Exactly. Yeah.
it's people don't care what you think. They don't care unless your name is Taylor
No.
Swift. Then they care. But
Then they really care. All
yeah.
right. Number 11. Brian
Did you see that?
Alvarez said
Wait,
on
really quick.
what?
Did you see people were mad at Taylor Swift because Travis Kelsey might have Harrison Butker as his one of his groomsmen? Now, full
Really?
disclosure. Yeah, full disclosure. Full
Hey,
disclosure.
that's my kicker and that's my tight end this year in fantasy.
full full disclosure. I am a pretty liberal individual, just naturally. Like I am a liberal
Okay.
person. I generally vote in that world. I don't like Harrison Buckner and the things he said. I don't really care for what he said. Here's the problem. I don't give a shit who Travis Kelsey has in his wedding. And neither should
No.
any of you. So those of you
No.
who are sending death threats because Travis Kelsey might have somebody in his wedding that's stupid. This is the reason I'm done with the internet. Is
Yeah.
because nobody cared who was in my wedding.
No.
Nobody
was
gave a
invited to
shit.
my wedding.
Yeah, nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Like this is so ridiculous. It's so stupid. You got to look it up. I'm telling you, people are legitimately upset with Taylor
My
Swift
God.
because Harrison Butker, or whatever his name is, might be in the
Yep.
wedding that they have. And I'm like, I don't like the dude. I don't like what he said. I think he's an idiot.
No, I don't agree with it either. Does he think everybody's
No,
a millionaire?
he's a dummy. You know, he's stupid.
Yeah.
But who cares whose wedding he's in? Like it's just anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just
No,
needed
you
to
know what
get
he's
that
good
out.
at? Kicking a
Kicking fucking
football
footballs.
and me getting a laugh every year that I draft him and look at my wife, because this is 2 or 3 years in a row now that I draft him and then I look at her and I got hit.
Did you see? Did you see? I got to tell you. By the way, we are in the same fantasy league. I'm only in one fantasy football league. My wife
Okay,
is in
me
this
too.
fantasy football league.
Just ours. Yeah.
Cass is in this fantasy football league. Tyler's in this, and a bunch of other people that I kind of know and that are familiar. It's a family fun league. Did you like the fact that I picked a kicker so early and that I picked the defense so early?
You made Cassie panic.
That was my whole goal.
Cassie
I'm so happy you said that.
We got to pick kickers already? I was like, don't. No. And then you pick the defense, and she's like, we got to get a defense already?
My whole goal. Ask Marissa. I said, watch these fuckers pick a bunch of people now because I did this. I just don't care. I mean, I had a really good first pick. It did. There was a run. There's twice. There's a run after I did defenses. There was a run after I did kickers and quarterbacks. I did quarterback first too, and there was a run after quarterback. I don't think I did it first, but I did it early. And there was a run on quarterbacks.
Jeff did it first. He picked Josh Allen like with his second pick. But then you went with a quarterback like fourth or fifth round.
Yeah, Lamar. Oh, it was quick.
Yeah.
It was quick. It was like my second pick was Lamar, I think.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, I think I did Saquon and then Lamar right after. Or it was pretty close. But either way, no. I did Saquon, I did a wide receiver, and then I think I did Lamar. But anyway,
all right.
Back to whatever we were talking about. I don't know. That was fun.
Brian Alvarez said on the Wrestling Observer Live that WWE is embarrassed by the situation with Becky Lynch using Ozzy Osbourne's death in a promo on Raw last week. And there has been talks of a public apology. I still have yet to see that public apology. And I will say that Ozzy's daughter went straight to...
She was pissed.
What was it, Instagram or Twitter, and lit Becky up?
Who knows? Probably Twitter. She was pissed. I think if, again, this goes to the public figure situation, but I think if you're a public figure, I don't really necessarily think that your death is off limits, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think she said anything disrespectful. I think what she said was on par with heel work.
Yeah.
And that's just me. It's heel. Would I have used Ozzy in that? Maybe, because it's Birmingham. So maybe I would have used Ozzy in that scenario. And you know who would have probably been okay with it? Ozzy. And that's what I look at. I go, would that person have been okay with me doing what I'm doing right now? And in that scenario, probably. Had it been Mother Teresa, maybe not. But it was Ozzy Osbourne. So I think anything that is heel work, Ozzy would have been a fan of. So I'm
I
okay
don't
with it
think a
based
public
solely
apology
on
is
that.
necessary.
No, I think it's
I don't think it's
it's heel.
necessary.
It's heel work. Do your work. And
Yeah.
if you have to tell her to reel it in, reel it in. But do your work.
All right. WrestleVotes heard that many people in WWE want to see the duo of Chelsea Green and Ethan Page appear together on SmackDown soon due to their impressive chemistry on NXT TV. Some people think this is a great way to quickly establish Page as a key player on the main roster. I couldn't agree more.
I look at it like I do the Maxine Dupree and Max Dupree situation. Like when LA Knight moved over and they did the Maxine Dupree and he was like Max Dupree and they were these like uh you know valets, so to speak, of
Which,
that's
what a
that.
waste of a solid year and a half of LA Knight.
But they got there. They got there. And LA Knight knew what he knew, and he knew he had to get in, and that's how you get in. And I think Ethan Page is an LA Knight style worker. He knows I just need to get in the door. I don't care what happens to get me in the door. It's the Stardust theory. I need to just get in the door. Once I get in the door, I'll make it work from there. He'll work his politics, he'll work his thing. He'll make I think I agree though. I think it's the way to go. I would like to see them part of a group. I still want the Purvis or whatever, and I
Secret
think they should
Nervous.
add another. Yeah, I think they should add another guy. Honestly, somebody like somebody fun, somebody funny, or somebody massive, huge, big, strong, crazy that can also be
Well,
fun too.
think about this. You have the Secret Hervis, and then instead of having the first lady, you have the first man.
Yeah, first
Ethan
gentleman.
Page.
Yeah, yeah, for
First
sure.
gentleman. There you go.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with it. I would even like to see one dude, another big dude though. I'd like to see like not Omos, even though he could do a really good job, but he's already jaded. I think he'd be funny in that scenario, but maybe
Yeah.
like a Shiloh out of I don't know if you watch LFG, but one of those guys
No,
that's
I
like
haven't.
actually you need to watch this Shiloh character. He's doing stuff on the dark web and like finding all these weird, wild things. I'm gonna send you his stuff. He is
Okay.
and some wild shit that you guys would do awesome on your guys' podcast. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But it would be fun on your podcast. But something like a Shiloh Hill would be fun. He's a Bayou boy. He's fun. He's he can have a good time. He's a good looking guy. I think he's Roxanne Perez's boyfriend. He's a good looking dude.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's legit. He's legit. But he's a bigger guy. Let him be a bigger guy. Come in, be like super stoic, and then still fit into whatever they're doing. Or if they can find another
Okay.
Canadian, that would be cool too. I don't really care. But
Well, Ethan Page is Canadian, isn't he?
that's why I said, yeah, that's why I said another one,
Yeah.
like to go with
okay.
Ethan
Yeah.
and Chelsea.
All right. Fightful
What was
notes.
Alba?
NXT. Oh, this is from here for the next couple things are going to be TV related
All
or
right,
like
back up.
streaming service ish related.
Yeah, do your thing.
Fightful notes. NXT's PLEs will continue to air on Peacock. And while there have been talk of their rights being up for grabs, there's no movement on that front yet. So, I mean, that could be another thing that yet screws wrestling fans into not just sticking to one service, but now you have to have Peacock, not just for Saturday night's main event or main event,
Well,
which is
they mentioned
not
it
Saturday
last
night's
night.
main event, the B-show main event.
Yeah, they mentioned it last night though. They said that
Yep.
all of the things will be staying. So yeah, you're right. I'm canceling Peacock though, by the way.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll watch the ads. I don't care. I'll watch that stuff on that with ads. Whatever.
Wait, on what? NBC? Because they don't have it on there anymore.
No, just on Peacock. There's like a free. I have a version through like T-Mobile or something. I have.
Oh,
like,
really?
You get ads, but I don't have to pay for it, and I'm not.
Dang, I didn't know
Not
that.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and we got to figure out either a VPN or share an account.
We'll talk.
for
Is that one of your news stories? Because I have that. If you don't,
Yep.
Did you? Okay. All right. We'll move on.
Okay.
Go ahead. I figured it was.
Andrew Zarian heard there will be an announcement regarding AEW's pay-per-views on HBO Max in the coming weeks. So, for those of you that are tired of paying $60 for every AEW pay-per-view, it sounds like they may be streaming on Max very soon.
I was going to say, they can't keep going the way they're going. Pay-per-views,
No.
I mean, as soon as UFC
It's an old business model.
Once UFC went away from the pay-per-view model, nobody else can stay there. They were the only ones. So,
no, it's over. It's over. It's about streaming now. It's about quality and quantity over just quality.
You know what I didn't realize though? We have HBO Max through I think that's the bundle we have, right? It's HBO, Disney, and Hulu, and so we get HBO Max, and so that's my thought too. Is I'm like, dang, I forgot that I have HBO Max. I can go back and watch all those AEW shows at least for the last little bit and catch up because WWE's starting to lose me a little bit. So we'll see.
Switch it from Max to ESPN Plus, and I'll give you the login for Max.
All right, deal. We'll do that.
All right, here we go. What number am I on? 15. Insider had mentioned that there were several TKO and WWE employees let go from TV production and social media divisions on Thursday. So again, budget cuts for a multi-billion-dollar organization. What a bullshit excuse that is, too. Still, I don't buy this budget cut.
It's a line item. That's it.
Yeah, so somebody was, somebody found out that X, Y, and Z could do their job and that person's job and get paid the same low amount of money, so they drop one person.
More likely, they found out AI could do their job, and that's the problem.
Which is, I fucking hate AI, and I hope it doesn't make it.
We'll see. I think AI is going to be a problem for people, but we'll see.
I agree. Fightful says AEW is preparing for Swerve Strickland to take time off to get surgery in what I believe is his knee. I believe he's getting knee surgery.
Swerve Strickland is the reason that I think Karrion Kross can do bigger things outside of WWE, by the way.
Oh, I agree.
That dude was so... Can we do a shot to Swerve? You got a bunch.
Yeah, we can, because I have his action figure right here.
Yeah. I'm a big Swerve fan. Hit Row was cool and all, but I was not a huge Hit Row fan as much as I was a Swerve fan. So,
it's one thing I'll say about Jazzwares and AEW. You guys make great frickin' figures. And I am happy to be on the WWE bandwagon and collecting Mattel, but I still slip some good ones in for Jazzware.
Who does that? Okay.
Jazzware, and they are fucking phenomenally good at it. They're very.
All right, let's get one in real quick for Swerve. Let's do one for Swerve. I want to do one.
All right. I'll let you pick because I don't know which one of these I want to do. This is fucking huge. There's no way that's one shot. Fuck off.
It's not. That's 2.5 maybe. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna do Revel, Stoke, Smorgasm then.
Nah, not a chance. No. Swerve would definitely want Di Serrano, and he's definitely gonna do the curse out. We got to go Di Serrano. Actually, I don't know what Swerve would want. I don't know what anybody would want. But I want to see you do that Di Serrano.
I don't know what Swerve drinks. It would help if I knew what he drinks.
I would say, based on everything I've read about Swerve, probably Hennessy. But beyond that, that's not even being disrespectful. That man just looks like he enjoys Hennessy. I enjoy Hennessy. I like cognac. I like it a lot. I just haven't drank it in a while.
I've never had it.
Yes, you have. You had it with me. You had it with me once.
I did?
Yeah. We had it wasn't Hennessy though. It was
what is this?
Whatever Jay-Z's or somebody's. It was something. But we had it once.
We did have it once? Okay.
We did.
You know, I got asked this week by a fan, why are you guys never with each other? And that is me doing Stefan's voice, by the way. That's Stefan. And I was like, I don't know. I'd love to. I want to get together again. We got to find a time.
What I truly am hoping for is in the next year or two, we get a Minneapolis PLE of some sort, and we can work it out. However we figure it out, we'll get there. My boss, I don't know, maybe she's sick of me, but she wants me to take time off all the time. And she's like, take a week or so. I think she's trying to fire me. So she's like, take a week or so off, so it's easier. So whenever you're ready, we can go to my firing and we can come up there to Minneapolis or I
Yeah,
know you're not in Minneapolis, but that would be
I'm,
like
I'm
a
knocking on the
cool
back
hub.
door. I'm not far
Yeah,
away.
yeah, you would be knocking on the back door of Minneapolis, but all right, here we go.
I am a Packers fan, so.
I always tell Marissa, I'm like, oh, I got to remember which one's a Packers fan, who's a Vikings fan, because I know that's got to be quite fun.
No, me and Cassie are both huge Packer fans.
I thought she was a Vikings fan for sure. She's not.
He fucking hates him to death.
God damn it,
I,
guys!
I
I want
hate
to
the
like her.
Bears. I fucking hate the
I'm a
Bears to
Bears
death.
fan now. Did you know?
You son of a bitch. How's that Micah Parsons trade going, buddy?
I'm not a Cowboys fan anymore. All right, I don't care. I told you I'm in recovery. I'm now a Bears fan. I don't think this is the greatest time to become a Bears fan, but here we go.
What is this? Because it smells
That
sweet, and I feel like I'm going to get fooled.
What is Di Serrano? Is it a whiskey or is it a?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say if it's a whiskey or a fucking bourbon.
It's a liqueur. It's a liqueur. So
What the
it's
fuck does
generally
that
meant
mean?
to be like it's an amaretto. So it's meant to
Sweeter.
be like yeah, it is. Yeah, amaretto sours are really good if you ever had one. Amaretto.
Okay.
Have you ever had one of those flaming shots?
No.
Amarettos.
I don't trust myself with fire.
So if you ever get like a flaming root beer or something, I think is what it's called. But you fill it up with amaretto, and then you do just a little bit of 151, which I don't even think they make anymore. On the top,
They do.
light it on fire.
They do.
Oh, they do. Oh, well, we're doing that next show. All right,
Fuck.
here we go.
Better have Cassie light it on fire then.
I'm gonna find it.
All right, to swerve into his surgery. Hopefully, everything works out.
He'll be all right.
Oh. Wow, you know what? Thank you, Zach.
It's good.
Way to go, Zach. That's 2 good shots in a row. MGM, you guys feeling bad for fucking me over constantly?
No, they just saw your dad and they realized Tim was the GOAT. I'm going to get a shirt. Tim Harshman is going to have a GOAT in the middle.
Oh, my God. Here, let me wash that down with some more booze.
I made this old-fashioned myself. So, again, if you haven't watched the show before, normally my old-fashions are made by my wife and my son. He can tell you step by step how to make an old fashioned. I haven't made an old fashioned in a long time. I made this one by myself. Horrible. Oh my God, this thing sucks. This would be gone if they made it. Jesus. All right, go ahead.
WrestlePalooza will officially air on ESPN Plus September 20th. So if you were thinking, oh, I don't have to make a decision right now or in the near future about, am I going to do this ESPN Plus thing? I have until 2026, right? No, you don't. You got until next month to either miss the show or get ESPN Plus, or I have another.
I thought for sure we'd have enough time for them to. This is smart by TKO. What happened was people were mad. They were like, push it, right? Because you got 2 options. When people are upset, you can either just force it on them and do it quickly so they have to make a decision like they're doing right now. Or you can hold off and wait and give free shit. Like say like, oh, here's a month, here's 2 months, here's 3 months. Do it for free and then pay regular price. TKO, those guys are some gangsters because they were like, no, take it.
They're sharks.
Take it. They're just take this and love it. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to get it. One of us is gonna have to get it. Well.
There is one person that had something to say about this, though, inadvertently. Stephanie McMahon's recent VPN ad read on her What's Your Story podcast has stirred some issues with ESPN. According to Fightful Select, at least one source we spoke to at ESPN wasn't thrilled by the VPN ad read on Stephanie McMahon's podcast. While the insider didn't expect it to become a major issue, not if I can help it, they acknowledged the awkwardness given WWE's partnership with ESPN. She straight up went, and I'll say the ad too, I ain't getting paid for this. Her ad read was for Surfshark. Surfshark VPN, and she said, if you don't want to pay all those prices and watch those terrible commercials, people that are the ads for ESPN and Peacock, then get a VPN and switch over to the UK and just watch it on Netflix.
Yeah. So I used to work for these people at this
Surfshark?
place. It's called Straightforward. It's not. It doesn't exist anymore. So I don't have to
Oh
pay
yeah,
for
no,
it.
it's
I'm not
scrubbed
afraid.
from the internet, dude. I couldn't find any files on it.
No,
It's
no,
gone.
because they were absorbed. So they were absorbed, and then they got rid of them. So I worked for two people, Rod Schwagel and Lori. Uh, I cannot remember Lori's last name to save my life. But Rod and Lori will always be the pinnacle of female power, right? Like she was just a woman who stood, and when you saw her, you saw her. Like she was just boom. She is also the same person who would have told you to use Surfshark. Like she was just down. She was down. And Stephanie and Lori really remind me of each other. Same with uh, there's like three women kind of remind me of the same, right? Lori, Stephanie, and then in Beloit, ABC Supply, Diane Hendricks. She owns that. She's like the richest woman in Wisconsin. They're all kind of like they remind me of each other, right? Like I've talked to all of
Mm-hmm.
them. They all remind me of each other, and they're all the type of people who would tell you to use Surfshark instead of their product. Like they're just that person. They're like,
Yeah.
and so I laughed. I laughed when I saw it. I saw it before it became like a meme that it was a thing. I
Yeah.
was like, did she just tell me to steal this? Like I'm fine, I'll steal it, but like, did she just tell me to steal it? So I laughed. I laughed out loud, and it was the most Stephanie McMahon thing to do, and it was funny. It was funny.
It was.
Don't pay that. Don't pay
I,
$30.
I
That's stupid.
no, don't. You don't want to watch those shitty commercials, do you?
Go use Surfshark and get Netflix anywhere you want in the world.
I know we talked about this the last 2 weeks, probably to nauseum to some people, but this is the only one I got on it. According to PW Insider, a lot of talent in WWE believe that Chris Jericho, quote, has made overtures to see whether WWE has interest in him, end quote, when his AEW contract expires. Now remember, we have said that we don't know if Tony Khan is going to be a bitch and
Hmm.
if he's going to want to add on sick time or whatever you would call it for Jericho leaving for his band and stuff. But if he's going to add that time on, you got to think Jericho's gone half a year every year, or at least a quarter of the year every year. Jericho would be stuck there for how many more years?
A lot. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, that's one of those things that's just I'm fine. I don't like it, but I'm okay with when you have younger talent that you tag on time to. But this dude's been in the game. He's been around. Like he wasn't a WWE guy to begin with. He was a WCW
no,
guy. And like
he was a Mexico guy. He started
he
in
was a
Mexico.
Mexico guy. You're right. You're right. He was a Mexico guy, and so it's just one of those things that's like if it's Sammy Guevara or Orange Cassidy or one of those guys that you homegrown grew. Uh, Danhausen, even one of those guys that became national because of you. I get it. I get why you don't want that person to go, but it's Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's biggest run was the year 2000. It was the countdown. It was the Y2J. It was all of that. That was all WWE. Eh, come on, come on. And he's an ambassador for AEW. If there's anybody that could shine a good light on AEW that goes to WWE again, it's Chris Jericho. Like that's the
Yeah.
guy you want in that locker room. If I was Tony Khan, I want Chris Jericho, and I don't want CM Punk in that locker room. I don't want Orange
You.
Cassidy in that locker room. Well, no, you do, but I'm saying like if I'm Tony, I don't want those guys in that locker room. I
Oh
don't
God,
want
no! If you're Tony, no.
yeah, I don't want Ray Phoenix in that locker room. I don't want these guys that are not AEW ambassadors in that locker room. Chris Jericho is an AEW ambassador. He's gonna go. He's gonna have 1, maybe 2 year run in WWE, and then he's gonna go do a cruise. He's gonna have all these AEW wrestlers on these cruises and doing all this stuff, getting exposure for all these people. Let him have his 1 or 2 years in WWE and let it go away. That's it.
Yeah, and I do want to add, you brought up Orange Cassidy a few times. He's back and cleared from injury. He's just waiting for an assignment or a storyline.
I
He's
like that
back.
guy.
He's healthy. He's healthy. I love
I
him
like
too. I
that.
have 2 of his figures, and my kid has a figure. We got 3 Orange Cassidy figures in this house.
But I gotta tell you really quick, right on air, because I was talking about this the other day. I'm in this fantasy baseball league, right? We're
Yeah,
almost
get
in
me
the
into it
season.
next year, by the way. I want
So,
in.
okay, that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, do you want in? Because we
Yes.
always have like 1 or 2 guys that drop out, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because like I got MLB TV on over here right now, and I'm watching the Nationals Miami Marlins game. I'm a Nationals fan, for those who don't know. And this,
I have a
check the
Nationals
teams out.
jersey.
Do you now? Who?
Team jersey.
Oh, okay. Now I love the Nationals. Love them. This guy, the closer, the Ferrer, uh, Ferrer. This dude does not skip arm day. This guy is huge. Guy's jacked. Anyway, I'm in the playoffs for our playoff for our league, and it starts this week. So I was going to
Ooh,
ask you next year, you want to get in on that? If
I'm
there's an
in.
opening,
I'm 100,000% in.
as soon as I see an opening, because there's always one guy, and I can already think of the guy that's going to quit this year. As soon as it's in, I'm getting you in there. All right.
Hell yeah,
But
dude. Yes.
it's fun.
Yeah,
It's so much fun.
I
And
really leaned into baseball this year hard, so.
we have 2 leagues. We have 2 leagues, and this is the only fantasy I do all year long besides yours. I don't do any. I don't do fantasy football. I don't do fantasy basketball. Just fantasy baseball. 2 teams a year. We have 2 different leagues. This will be fun. So,
Hell
I
yeah.
want this guy on my team next year. This guy's jacked. Arm day is every day.
All right. If you haven't seen yet, I implore everybody, I believe that's the word, to check out Chris Van Vliet in one of his latest episodes. It's an episode back. Jake Hager on CVV said, "Fuck Tony Khan," and went into detail on how bad of a boss he was, in that Khan didn't want him there and only offered him an 18-month contract, even though he was the spoiler on the day 1 episode of Dynamite and a focal point being in the Inner Circle and then the JAS. He also said Tony Khan doesn't know how to storytell, and that during a wrestlers only meeting, Tony barged in furious, claiming if he wants to book anyone in a 6-man in 6 minutes, they'll fucking do it. Showing disrespect to Sting, Jericho, Bryan Danielson, and everyone else, Mox. He also said Tony was making people come to his office and wait outside if they wanted to talk to him, not showing an open door policy at all. Jake also said FTR refused to work one night, saying, I think it was them, due to not liking creative, but later redacted that, saying he doesn't remember who it was, but stands by the rest that he said. And there is a text thread and a Reddit thread about FTR leaking the text messages, and Hager's like, you know what happened.
That wasn't them. That wasn't them.
Yeah.
Right.
And he said that's why I said I think. Hager stuck his ground, FTR stuck their ground, but all I'm saying is kind of sounds like it happened and he just got the tag team or person that no-showed wrong. And it's also shit that I've been saying since we started this podcast, that Tony can start a storyline really well, but he can't tell long stories. It's just incapable of it because he's a fantasy booker.
Tony's incredibly good at booking fantasy matchups, like you just said. He is a fantasy booker. He is the guy that can book an incredible Tony Khan. And I again, the guy makes more money than I do every single minute, but that's because of his dad. But
yeah, he called him Daddy's little billionaire too. That was great.
I did see that. If he wanted to go work for WWE and he wanted to be the middle of the lineup WrestleMania booker, fine. You know what I mean? If he was the guy that said, all right, I'm going to take a year-long build to one match, and that's it. That's all I do. It'd be great. But Tony Khan's problem is he only can do fantasy booking, and that's it. He can't do long-term storytelling. And I understand that phrase has become kind of frustrating thing for people because they're like, oh,
Yeah.
long storm storytelling. But like, there is a legitimate, you know, long term storytelling thing that Tony Khan cannot do. He cannot get out of his own way. I do really enjoy the wrestling that happens on AEW. I think
Oh
it's the
yeah,
best.
this is not on the wrestlers at all.
I
I
think it's the
love all
best
of them there.
wrestling. It's the best wrestling in the world. Like those wrestlers are great. The problem is they're not good storytellers by themselves, and they need the group behind them to tell the story, and they can't. They don't have it. They don't have it. They have
Um,
Tony Khan telling the story. So
I got to tell you, he stifles a lot of people on their ideas, though, too. There are ideas that are brought up
I've
in his
heard.
office, and he
Yeah.
says no. And one that I can think of is, you remember, I like this hat, Jake Hager with the purple hat and everything. He wanted to do like a Groot thing, where he, instead of saying anything, he's asked a question or anything else, he would say, I like this hat, but in different inflections.
Inflections. Yeah.
One of those words, where he would just, and honestly, it kind of sounded really entertaining. Where he'd be like, "Are you guys ready?" And he'd be like, "I like this hat." You know what I mean? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I
Well,
think
you
it
know
would have
that
been
guy.
really funny. It would have
That
been
guy I
funny.
sent to you. The guy I sent to you and Cass the other day that you guys were like, did you get him on the show? And I was like, fuck no, I don't know this guy. But like,
I
I
thought
was
that was
like,
the indie guy you were talking about to me.
oh no. But I was so excited. Like now I'm actually kind of motivated. So I'm gonna find my way in. I'm gonna worm my way into that guy because he's hilarious. Can I look him up real quick?
It's
Hold on.
so fucking funny.
Oh, he's so funny. Like I'll look him up later. I'll tag him. But his stuff is
Do it.
so hilarious, and I would love to see if he's on the show. So, the guy that I'm gonna make this a TikTok. This little hold on.
All right.
This little 30 seconds right here is gonna be a TikTok. The guy that I am talking to right now is the guy that I tagged in the bottom of this. We
Okay.
need you on this show. He is hilarious. I love his TikToks. I watch him on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Like his wrestling videos, like he's up there with Jack Vaughn, right? Like I love Jack Vaughn and I think Jack Vaughn's videos are hilarious. I'd love to get him on the show. I don't know if that's possible, right? I
I
don't
don't
know,
know
but I'm gonna
either.
try. I'm gonna try.
Even for 10
You-
minutes, I'd be happy.
Oh my God, just come on, talk wrestling with us. We don't want to talk about any of the. We're not trying to. You don't have to promote us. You don't have to. We don't
No,
care. We just
don't
want to
care.
talk to you. We will put you on the show. We'll talk to you. We'll put your name out there. So you're, we'll put you up there. We don't care if you promote us. We just want to talk to you. So when
Hell
I
yeah.
tag this exact TikTok in that view, it's for you. All right, go on.
All right, 19. PW Insider notes that Ice Williams and Jordan Oasis have been released by WWE ID. And I literally just found out what WWE ID is this week. So
The only reason I know WWID is because of Kylie Ray, right? Kylie Ray really put WWID on the map.
Smiley Kylie.
Kylie, yeah, Smiley Kylie.
I have her autograph.
Uh,
I have her
do
autograph.
you really? You have
Yes.
Smiley Kylie's autograph? I love
Mhm.
Kylie Ray. I am a big fan. All right, we're gonna add her too. I'm gonna have to reach out to her too. Fuck it, I don't care.
Hell yeah. It was one of my. It was my 5th autograph. I have like 130 now, but she was my 5th autograph I ever got.
Kylie Ray is legit, super good. So WWID was that program that was meant to be for people who wanted to float around and do indies and things like that. It took a big hit this month with the Knox stuff, but other than that, WWID has done some really good things. So
All right. Cody Rhodes will be done filming his scenes for the Street Fighter movie by September 20th, WrestlePalooza PLE. That comes from Wrestling Observer Newsletter, and they're never wrong, which adds that Roman Reigns does not have the same filming dates as Rhodes, but there will be some crossover somewhere in the movie where they'll be in the same scenes. But
yeah,
and you know how
they're gonna
movies
film
work.
now.
They might be in the same scene, and they might not even be there at the same time.
Yeah, but they're gonna. I mean, Roman's done, right? We'll talk about it in a minute. Roman's done. Roman's done for a while. He's not going to be a part of wrestling for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And I assume that's because of the movie, right? So he's going to go out. He's going to film the scenes with Cody. He'll come back before Cody will come back before he does.
Yep.
But yeah, Roman's. Yeah, I like the way they did this. I really do. We'll talk about it when the match comes up, but I like the way they did it.
All right. A fun what if on Logan Paul's podcast, I Fix Fights. Tyrese Halliburton said that if he hadn't gotten hurt in the NBA Finals and his Indiana Pacers had won the title, he and Triple H had loose plans to have him walk a heel John Cena to the ring in New York City with the NBA Championship trophy.
Oh,
Halliburton said that when he tore his Achilles in the game 7 against the eventual champs Oklahoma City, he, in quotations, I was like, bro, the first things I thought about were this game, this season, John Cena.
Yeah.
End quote. Yeah. And if you didn't know, Halliburton is in 2K25. Do you have them? Did you buy the deluxe edition? Did you get Shaq and Halliburton and Attaboy? Or Tyrese, not Tyreek.
Yeah, it's Shaq and
one other guy.
Yeah, somebody else. But here's the thing: is, damn it, that's a worker. All right, that's the guy. That's the guy you need in that scenario. Not Travis Scott. All right, not Travis Scott. You need the guy that tore his Achilles and said, "Game, set, match." Right? Like that man said, this game, this series, John Cena. He knew that John Cena was the end game. The NBA Finals is huge. The NBA Finals is big. It's not the NFL. It's not the NFL. It's not even WWE. He knew that the big show would have been him and John Cena walking down in SummerSlam as a heel. That man, Tyrese Halliburton, will forever have my respect. Not only because of what he did, with the choke symbol and the New York thing, like that was dope. I thought that was great, and I love that he keeps coming back to wrestling. He keeps coming back, keeps coming back, keeps coming back. But that's a guy who understands the bigger picture. Tyrese Halliburton understands the bigger picture, and he knows this is just this. This is just now. This is just till I'm 35, till I'm 36.
Yeah.
I have a whole nother career beyond this. And that exposure could be whatever I want it to be. And if I want it to be WWE, man. So Tyrese Halliburton, I hope you're doing well. I think I became a Pacers fan because of him. I love Tyrese Halliburton. So
I agree. I have one more story, and then I almost wonder, should we end it and then start a new recording and release this as a 2-parter so they get the news and rumors and then they can also get the review? Or should we just mash this into one? Yeah?
No, I'm with it. Yeah, do it.
All right, last story. CM Punk at the end of Clash in Paris PLE was seen pointing at a sign and then holding a sign that said CM Punk, bring back AJ Lee, sparking a wildfire of rumors online.
It's been nuts.
I know.
I've seen Becky Lynch came back. It's been nuts. I will say this. If we get an AJ Lee comeback, it cannot be for some bullshit ass random, WrestlePalooza. I'm fine with WrestlePalooza. I support it. We talked about it last week.
Yep.
I support the WrestlePalooza name. I support the idea. I support what they're doing. It's cool to me. WrestlePalooza being the opposite of WrestleMania, fine. I'm okay with it. But you do not bring back AJ Lee if it doesn't make sense. You bring back AJ Lee when it's going to be huge. It has to be, in my opinion, and I know I don't want to wait this long either, but in my opinion, AJ Lee needs to come back at WrestleMania. AJ Lee needs to come back when Braun Breaker comes out. He gets dismissed. Bronson Reed comes out. He gets dismissed. Then Becky comes out. Now AJ comes out. She wins the title with CM Punk. That's what needs to happen. Anything less than that, I think AJ Lee deserves the world in that sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't I can't imagine CM Punk fighting for anything less than the absolute best for AJ Lee.
Oh, God. He's not going to bring her back from a small spot, and it's not like he has control of her anyway. She's very much her own woman, and he has made that very clear to everybody. He cannot make her do anything. But, I mean, there was never a time to do it. It's right now.
It's now. It's now. Maybe even, and I would. So, two things. One, the same thing I say about my wife. Anybody that ever says, Adam, like, oh, does your husband not let you do this? Your husband, I don't tell her anything. Right? We discuss. We have conversations. I tell her my opinion. She makes her decisions. Right? When it comes to what she wants to do, my opinion, her decisions. That's it. Right? Like that's how our life works. Just so we understand, my opinion, her decisions. That's the same thing. Number two, I will make a small exception. If it's not going to be WrestleMania, it's got to be my third favorite PLE, and that is War Games. I would be so happy to see a AJ Lee, CM Punk versus Becky and Seth at War Games. Because
which
that's
I
how
think
you let
that's what
CM
happens.
Punk win. That's how you let CM Punk win without the title. The title needs to happen at WrestleMania. That is going to happen.
Yep.
I truly believe it. It's going to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, and I do believe CM Punk is going to go over in that moment.
Yeah.
But that cannot happen until WrestleMania. At Survivor Series, it would be fun. I'd have a good time with it.
Yeah.
Even if they want to throw her in War Games, throw them both in War Games. This is a new WWE. This is a new world we live in. Give it 4-on-4. The three members of the Vision, plus Becky Lynch. The 3 members of whoever they want to put up against the Vision, plus AJ Lee.
It would be the first time like a mixed match like that happened in that magnitude.
It would be so fun. It'd be so
or
fun.
Even,
and it would probably usher in a new generation.
AJ Lee versus a team Becky Lynch, and Becky would have more people that are now, and AJ would have like, God forbid, Brie Bella come back because everybody's been pushing Nikki, Brie, and then Natalya.
Well, even if you did Nikki, Natalya, and Trish, and AJ Lee, sure, I'm here for it. Now, the only problem with that is you have to separate this. You have to separate them at that point. You can't let Seth and Becky be together at that point. You can't let AJ and CM Punk be together at that point because it just doesn't mesh. But if they wanted to put a 4 or 5-man team together with a woman in there, that is the time that I'm willing to be like, I'd like to see a mixed gender match. I'd like to see it.
All right. Well, let's close out this episode then. Hit them with the plugs.
Yeah. So, things are going a little slow for me there, but reach out to us. We're done with this one. We're done. Reach out to us. Any of our social medias. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter or X. They've been doing a great job getting our stuff out on Instagram too. By they, I mean Cass, because Cass has been phenomenal with that. By getting that out, Tyler does a great job with Snapchat and getting stuff out on Snapchat.
I add so many people. I have like hundreds of people on there.
And add us, we'll add you. And if you're somebody out there right now who is watching this show and says, like, I'd really like to talk to you guys. I really like to be on this show. We're in the conversation now of having guests on this show. We're at the point now where we feel like guests is something that we could do. So please reach out to us. Let us know. Like, you want to be a part of the show? We want you. We want you to be a part of the show. We want you to be included in this. We want you to hang out. We're thinking, we had talked about this a long time ago, but we're thinking at least 1 week out of a month we do a guest.
Yeah.
And we have somebody on the show and we have a good time. So please reach out to us, kayfabe.marks on most of our socials. If you can't find kayfabe.marks, then you got to look at kayfabe.marks podcast, right? And that's where we're at. You will always see our logo. It's very similar to
Hogan.
That one.
Yep.
That one right there. It's a Hogan
the one
logo,
right up here in the corner.
Oh yeah. I forgot we do put that. See it right there. You see it right there. But come see us, man. Come hang out. Come talk. We love it. We want to crack some beers. We want to hang out. We want to talk to you. We don't care what you believe or what you don't believe. Do
Don't
you
care who your
love
favorite
wrestling?
wrestler is. Don't care.
Don't care. Do you love wrestling? Come talk to us. So this is an official what do they call that? Uh, an
Invitation.
official yeah, well that would be the nice way of saying it. I'm saying more of like what do they call it when like uh entrapment. This is an official entrapment, right? Come on over. Come on over and hang out with us, all right? This is what they talk about with police and prostitutes. Come on, all right?
Yep.
We're the prostitutes. Come police us.
And if you are into ghosts, goblins, ghouls, mysteries, disappearances, aliens, cryptids, check out me and my wife's podcast. What the fuck is it called again? True Crime on Tap. True Crime on Tap. I'm recording too many shows right now. True Crime on Tap. We just released an episode yesterday of a mysterious death that we all think was very much a corporate murder, and it's a doozy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So here's the thing, right? I told my boss, I was like, hey, I've been listening to my buddy's podcast when I drive. Like, I need some long drives. Come on, give me some. I have no jobs this week. I think they just hate me. I think they hate me. The first week they don't give me any jobs. The week after I tell them I like to listen to your podcast, no jobs.
Oh, I'm cursed. We're cursed.
None. No jobs. So I'm going to have to sit here in my home while I'm doing puzzles for that one and listen to your podcast. I'm not going to be getting paid to do it. I'm a little upset about that, minus the fact that I'm not getting paid. Otherwise, I'm fine. I love your podcast. It's good stuff. You guys are doing a great job. I love to listen to it. I think anybody who loves true crime, anybody who loves mysteries, or anybody who just loves stories, these guys tell great stories. Listen.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. Is just it's usually a fun podcast. We had an episode like a week ago where I had to try and not cry the whole time because it was about a kid. I was too. I was looking away and doing I was doing the whole thing. Yeah.
We are fathers. We are fathers, and kids are tough. I watch a lot of Dateline. I watch a lot of First 48. It's a lot of what's the ABC version of Dateline? Nightline or I don't know. I watch a lot of that shit. I listen to it. But as soon as it's a kids episode, it's hard for me, and I got to take a break. So, but these guys are great, man. They tell good stories, and I will tell you, they are very, 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 very open to suggestions. I've talked about places in my area that have some haunted things, some weird things going on. And it's awesome. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So,
all right.
Well, I guess we're gonna do part 2. We're gonna do part 2. This is part 1. I get to put part 1 in the title, and that is gonna go wild.
Oh yeah.
Part 1, baby.
Yeah.